Do you remember a moment when you were passionately kissing a woman? The chemistry was undeniable, the tension was rising, and then she guided your hand to a specific spot on her body. Sounds familiar? Well, chances are, this has happened to you before. When a woman makes this move, she's revealing something important. This is one of her most sensitive areas, and she's giving you permission to explore it. The truth is, many women assume men are clueless when it comes to understanding their bodies. In fact, only about 5% of men truly know where and how to touch a woman in the way she craves. But here's the game changer. In this video, we're diving into 10 scientifically proven female pleasure points that will give you an edge in the bedroom. Whether you're on a date, about to hook up, or taking things to the next level, consider this your secret weapon. Watch until the end, and you'll know exactly what to do to make a lasting impression. The best part? These techniques work on any woman, regardless of her age or background. Weakness. Number 1. Feet. When it comes to erogenous zones, feet are often overlooked. But did you know they are packed with thousands of nerve endings? This makes them incredibly sensitive to touch and a hidden hotspot for pleasure. A simple foot massage isn't just about relieving tension. It can also ignite waves of relaxation and deep sensuality that heighten intimacy. Picture this. After a long, exhausting day, a couple unwinds together. One partner, noticing the fatigue, offers a soothing foot massage. With the help of aromatic oils and slow, deliberate strokes, they start from the toes, working their way up to the ankles. As the massage continues, something magical happens. The tension melts away, breathing slows, and eyes flutter shut in pure relaxation. This isn't just a physical experience, it's an intimate exchange of trust, care, and connection. When done right, this simple yet powerful act can turn an ordinary moment into a deeply sensual and emotionally charged experience. Weakness number 2. Hips. The hips hold a deep symbolic allure, representing both power and femininity, and they are one of the most sensitive areas of the body. Their close proximity to other erogenous zones, combined with a high concentration of nerve endings, makes them incredibly responsive to touch. A soft caress or a lingering touch on the hips can spark intense excitement. Imagine this. A couple is swaying together in a slow dance on a romantic evening. One partner gently places their hands on the other's hips, subtly guiding the movement while keeping their bodies close. In that moment, something shifts. The warmth of their touch, the rhythm they share, it all intensifies the unspoken chemistry between them. This simple gesture doesn't just build sexual tension, it creates a profound emotional connection, communicating desire, attraction, and appreciation without saying a word. It's proof that even the smallest touches can deepen intimacy and elevate the bond between two people, turning a fleeting moment into an unforgettable experience. Weakness number 3. Ears. The ears, especially the areas around and behind them, are among the most sensitive erogenous zones. Packed with countless nerve endings, they respond intensely to even the lightest touch, making them a powerful yet often overlooked pleasure point. A soft whisper, a gentle kiss, or even a warm breath near the ear can send shivers down the spine, creating an irresistible wave of excitement. Picture this. In a quiet, intimate moment, one partner leans in and whispers a sweet compliment or a flirty secret into the other's ear. The warmth of their breath, the softness of their voice, it all blends together, heightening both physical arousal and emotional connection. This isn't just about touch. It's about the power of personal, direct communication. A simple goodbye hug, a long-awaited reunion, or even a casual embrace can be transformed into a deeply sensual and memorable experience with just the right words and the right touch. Never underestimate the magic of the ears. They hold the key to unlocking a whole new level of attraction and intimacy. Weakness. Number 4. Inner thighs. The inner thighs are highly sensitive due to their proximity to the genital areas, as well as their delicate thin skin and dense network of nerve endings. When touched with care, this area can become a powerful trigger for arousal. Imagine this. During a romantic dinner at home, one partner casually brushes their hand along the other's inner thigh while they talk. This soft, purposeful touch, especially when it's unexpected but respectful, can send shivers across the body, intensifying the intimate vibe between them. This small but meaningful gesture doesn't just heighten excitement, it also emphasizes the importance of mutual respect and consent when exploring sensitive areas. When approached with care and attention, the inner thighs can become a key point of connection, transforming everyday moments into intimate experiences that strengthen both emotional and physical bonds. Weakness. Number 5. Breasts and nipples. For many women, breasts and nipples are incredibly sensitive and serve as powerful erogenous zones, packed with nerve endings that heighten arousal when touched. Proper stimulation of these areas can lead to profound pleasure and excitement. Picture this. During a tender moment, a partner gently touches or kisses the breasts, igniting a wave of pleasure that enhances the woman's arousal. This kind of careful, deliberate touch doesn't just bring physical gratification, it also creates an emotional connection, making the experience far more intimate. Couples often find that focusing on these areas during foreplay can significantly improve the quality of their intimate moments, creating a deeper sense of closeness. This attention to detail not only amplifies physical pleasure, but also strengthens the emotional bond, showing love, care, and respect for each other's desires. As a result, the relationship is enriched, fostering intimacy and trust that continues to grow. Weakness number 6. Neck. The neck is one of the most sensitive and powerful erogenous zones, thanks to its high concentration of nerve endings. Its close proximity to the face and ears only makes it more responsive to touch, amplifying the sensations. The skin on the neck is thin and delicate, making it especially sensitive to even the lightest caresses and whispers. Imagine this. On a romantic date, perhaps during a quiet dinner for two, one partner gently places their hand on the other's neck while they converse. This simple yet intimate gesture can instantly heighten the connection between them, sending a wave of pleasure and shivers down their spine. The warmth of breath, combined with the gentle touch, transforms an ordinary moment into an intensely personal and exciting experience. It amplifies the attraction and desire, deepening the emotional and physical bond between partners. This shows how a thoughtful, delicate touch on sensitive areas like the neck can greatly enhance intimacy and bring a relationship to a more profound level. Weakness number 7. Scalp. The scalp is often overlooked as an erogenous zone, but it's one of the most sensitive areas on the body due to its dense network of nerve endings. Stimulating the scalp can lead to both deep relaxation and intense pleasure, creating a stronger emotional and physical bond between partners. Picture this. After a long, exhausting day, a couple sits together on the couch, unwinding. One partner starts gently running their fingers through the other's hair, applying light pressure and making circular movements on the scalp. This simple act can trigger a range of pleasurable sensations, from shivers down the spine to a state of complete relaxation. Not only does it help to reduce stress, but it also fosters intimacy, creating a moment of mutual care and attention. Scalp massages often become a cherished ritual in relationships, strengthening the emotional connection and promoting a sense of well-being for both partners. Weakness number 8. Lips. The lips are among the most sensitive areas of the body, packed with nerve endings that make them highly responsive to touch and stimuli. This sensitivity makes them a powerful erogenous zone. Picture this. A couple shares a passionate kiss after a long, tiring day at work. This simple gesture doesn't just express affection, it sparks a cascade of biochemical reactions in the body, releasing hormones like oxytocin, also known as the love hormone. This heightens their sense of connection and deepens their desire for one another. The touch of the lips, especially when accompanied by affectionate eye contact, can instantly elevate desire and establish a strong emotional bond. Even the smallest gestures, like a kiss, can have a profound impact on the physical and emotional dynamics of a relationship. Weakness number 9. Lower abdomen. The lower abdomen, located just above the genital area, is an incredibly sensitive and erogenous zone, packed with nerve endings that connect to key reproductive organs. Stimulating this area can trigger intense pleasure and arousal. Imagine this. After a busy, exhausting day, a couple relaxes together on the couch, enjoying a quiet, intimate moment. One partner begins to gently caress the other's lower abdomen, tracing small circles with their fingertips and gradually applying more pressure. This soft, intentional touch can immediately spark excitement, quickening their breathing rate and creating a palpable sense of anticipation. When treated with care and attention, the lower abdomen becomes a powerful point of connection, building both physical and emotional closeness. Incorporating gentle touches to this area into foreplay not only boosts arousal, but also strengthens the emotional bond, showing a deep level of attention to each other's needs and desires. Weakness number 10. Back. The back is a large, often overlooked area that can be incredibly sensitive and erogenous when touched the right way. From light caresses to deep, soothing massages, the back offers a wide range of sensory experiences that can ignite pleasure. Picture this. After a long day at work, a couple relaxes together. One partner begins to gently massage the other's back, using slow, deliberate strokes that not only relieve physical tension, but also enhance emotional intimacy. This small but thoughtful act can transform a simple moment into a deeply intimate and connecting encounter. The back, being such a large area, provides endless opportunities for exploration. As the touch progresses toward more sensitive regions, it increases arousal and anticipation. This form of intimate interaction strengthens the bond between partners and underscores the power of attentive touch, a meaningful way to communicate love, desire, and care. We've now covered the 10 sensitive zones that trigger arousal in women. To recap, we've explored the lips and their sensitivity, the neck, full of delicate nerve endings, the ears, receptive to whispers and touches, the breasts and nipples, powerful erogenous zones, the inner thighs, highly responsive to light caresses, the back, a canvas for both relaxation and sensual touch, the hips, symbolizing strength and femininity, the feet, often overlooked but full of pleasure potential, the scalp, sensitive to light strokes and massages, the lower abdomen, an intimate area of arousal. When each of these areas is touched with care and attention, they can enhance both the physical and emotional connection between you and your partner. Remember, the foundation of a truly satisfying, intimate experience lies in open communication and mutual consent. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We appreciate your time and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Always remember, the foundation of a healthy, loving relationship is communication, respect, and attention. Have you ever paused to truly consider what it takes to bring genuine happiness to your partner in the bedroom, or wondered why some women experience deeper satisfaction with certain kinds of intimacy compared to others? In this video, we're diving into some fascinating and often overlooked facts about female sexuality, along with practical tips that can help strengthen the emotional and physical bond in your intimate relationships. Here's something that might surprise you. What truly pleases someone often has more to do with connection than technique. Stick around until the end, because we'll also explore powerful strategies to help you last longer during intimacy and significantly improve your love life in ways you might not have expected. You really won't want to miss a moment of it. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss any of our fresh and insightful videos. Your support genuinely means the world to us. If you find this content valuable, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people who can benefit from this knowledge. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, feel free to drop a comment below. Your feedback is incredibly valuable. It helps me tailor future videos to better match your interests and needs. Now, let's jump right into it. By the end of this video, we'll also share some important techniques to help those struggling with premature ejaculation. There's a lot of helpful information packed into this, so let's dive in and learn together. You might be surprised to discover that women with larger breasts can sometimes feel uneasy during intimate moments. This discomfort often arises when men reach climax too quickly, which can significantly alter the experience for many women and leave them feeling unsatisfied. Interestingly, a gentle kiss on the stomach can actually be far more arousing than a peck on the neck or ear. Subtle gestures like these can leave a lasting impact. While many men tend to shy away from intimacy during a woman's menstrual cycle, it's worth noting that some women still find closeness deeply enjoyable during that time. Here's something many overlook. Understanding a woman's preferences isn't just about learning techniques. It's about listening and adapting. For instance, kisses on the neck are commonly appreciated by women, and many find that vaginal contact is the only reliable path to achieving orgasm. About 40% of women even believe that nipple stimulation should be the very first step during pre-play to set the right mood. Drinking enough water before engaging in intimacy can actually heighten your body's responsiveness, thereby increasing the likelihood of a satisfying orgasm. In the case of anal intercourse, ejaculation might take longer due to increased friction, which can subtly change the overall pace of the experience. Adding blindfolds into your private moments can significantly elevate the intensity of both climax and sensory pleasure. Consider exploring this with your partner. It might bring a new level of excitement to your bond. Remember, improvement in the bedroom doesn't happen overnight. It often comes from patience, practice, and being open to honest communication, both the compliments and the critiques. No one is born with an innate understanding of how to fully enjoy sexual pleasure. It's something that can be discovered, refined, and shared with a trusted partner over time. When a man is truly in love, it's completely natural for him to express admiration for his partner among friends, and his actions often reflect the depth of his affection. Conversely, when a woman feels a strong emotional connection to a man, her tone often softens. She may speak more gently and express herself with greater warmth and tenderness. Here's a thought to reflect on. True intimacy isn't just about physical connection. It's also about emotional alignment that builds over time. After reaching climax, many individuals find that their body relaxes so much that drifting off to sleep becomes effortless. In fact, the heart rate can spike to an exciting 180 beats per minute during those moments of passion, far above the typical resting rate of around 60 beats per minute. Surprisingly, only about 18% of women are able to experience orgasm without any form of external assistance. This not only highlights the complexity of female pleasure, but also emphasizes how emotional trust and connection often play an essential role in fulfilling experiences. Intimacy is truly a journey, a path of discovery, learning, and growing closer to one another on every level. Techniques like using 2 fingers or incorporating a toy can be highly effective, especially when it comes to clitoral stimulation, which helps approximately 80% of women reach orgasm. Yet, it's notable that only around 20% of women own personal pleasure devices. Missionary position remains a favorite for nearly 80% of women, often because it creates a sense of comfort and connection. Meanwhile, standing intercourse may contribute to longer-lasting orgasms and can even accelerate their onset due to different angles and intensity. Natural lubricants or even saliva can enhance sensations when used carefully, but it's important to apply them mindfully and avoid direct use on sensitive genital areas to maintain comfort and hygiene. In the United States alone, more than 600 cases of strangulation have been reported during intimate encounters, highlighting the importance of prioritizing safety and mutual consent in every experience. It's also worth noting that men may be able to extend their stamina during intercourse simply by avoiding certain positions, like the doggy style, which can intensify arousal too quickly. Among the most unforgettable experiences for many women are 3 particular positions: clitoral stimulation using a vibrator in a face-to-face position, doggy style, and oral intimacy. Each of these offers unique sensations that can be deeply satisfying when done with care and communication. Here's something most people don't realize. The difference between pleasure and discomfort often comes down to awareness, timing, and communication. It's essential to understand that overstimulation of the clitoris can lead to discomfort or even pain. Just like any highly sensitive area, it requires time to recover. Just as men benefit from a brief rest period after climax, women also need time to allow their clitoris to return to a comfortable state before further stimulation. The clitoris, similar in function to the male organ, reacts to both physical and psychological arousal, becoming engorged with blood during moments of desire. Oral intimacy remains one of the most common fantasies shared by both men and women, but the key to truly enjoying it lies in staying present and not placing pressure on outcomes. Fun fact: the fastest speed at which sensations can travel from the skin to the brain is about 230 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a race car on a track. Interestingly, women born after May 30th have been shown in surveys to be more drawn to from-behind positions, and many of them tend to feel mental satisfaction after their physical needs have been met. For men, however, it's often the reverse. Emotional closeness may follow physical connection. Still watching this video? Then comment below with "I'm anywhere," and don't forget to hit the like button if you're enjoying this eye-opening discussion. Some women may be more open to engaging in oral intimacy, and maintaining a consistent, intimate connection, at least once a week, is vital for the physical and emotional well-being of many women. Interestingly, research shows that single women often report more active, intimate lives than single men, a fact that Max finds quite reasonable given their differing social and emotional dynamics. For couples aiming to conceive, it's recommended to engage in protected intimacy for about 5 months to promote better hormonal balance and emotional readiness. One method that has shown promise in delaying ejaculation is the stop and squeeze technique, which can effectively extend the duration of intimacy and help manage premature ejaculation more confidently. Here's something powerful to remember. Improving your love life isn't just about performance. It's about building trust, patience, and emotional intimacy. Understanding these nuances doesn't just improve physical satisfaction, it also deepens the emotional connection between partners. In a healthy, fulfilling relationship, both individuals grow together, learning more about themselves and each other through an ongoing journey of discovery, vulnerability, and shared experience. For many men, premature ejaculation can feel like a frustrating and disheartening challenge. The inability to control ejaculation during private moments can impact one's self-esteem and put a strain on the relationship over time. But here's the hopeful part. There are practical, proven techniques and resources that can help. The good news is that you're not alone, and there are real solutions available. Once you finish watching this video, feel free to scroll down to read the helpful comments from doctors, or share your own thoughts and experiences in the comment section. Your input might be just what someone else needs to hear. As we wrap up today's video, here's an interesting point to consider. Many men tend to feel more physically responsive and aroused during the early hours of the morning. In most cases, it's men who initiate the first kiss, while women are more likely to reciprocate once a connection is already established. Did you know that intimate toys have a surprisingly ancient origin? The oldest known examples, dating back over 30,000 years, were discovered in caves in what is now Germany, offering a fascinating glimpse into the history of human sexuality and exploration. Women are often naturally drawn to partners who exhibit strength, decisiveness, intelligence, and confidence, traits that convey emotional security and leadership. At the same time, many women find it uncomfortable when their heads or hair are held too firmly during oral intimacy, as it may feel intrusive or unsettling. Here's something essential to keep in mind. The most powerful form of intimacy is built on mutual respect, deep listening, and attentive care. If one partner is already committed in a relationship, introducing a third person into that dynamic can add emotional complexity, especially for women who may experience feelings of jealousy or insecurity. That's why communication and emotional clarity are so important when navigating boundaries. When using your hands during intimacy, it's crucial to listen, really listen to your partner. She knows what feels right, what doesn't, and how she wants to be touched. Honoring her guidance shows both attentiveness and care, which naturally leads to deeper connection. Kissing, too, is an art that plays a major role in maintaining satisfaction and emotional closeness. When there's a lack of physical intimacy, dissatisfaction may grow, and in some cases, it can even contribute to infidelity. Some women may express their desire by wrapping their legs around their partner, a subtle but powerful sign of emotional and physical longing. It's also important to understand that only a small percentage of women reach climax through vaginal penetration alone. After climax, many women may need anywhere from several minutes to even an hour to fully relax and return to a calm, emotional, and physical state. Spooning is a gentle, intimate position that's highly effective for stimulating the female peak of pleasure, often leading to greater satisfaction. Wearing sensual lingerie can also help boost a woman's self-confidence and readiness, enhancing the experience and making her feel empowered and desired on a deeper level. Vibrators are one of the simplest, most efficient tools for stimulating the clitoral area, offering quick and highly targeted pleasure. Women who regularly use intimate toys often experience higher levels of desire, more frequent orgasms, and fewer issues related to intimacy and satisfaction. Understanding these delicate details not only improves your physical connection, it also brings a deeper emotional fulfillment to your romantic relationships. As you and your partner explore together, you'll naturally become more in tune with each other's needs, strengthening the bond you share and bringing your relationship to a more meaningful level. Here's a question worth asking yourself. What if the key to a better love life isn't about doing more, but understanding better? What have you discovered in today's video? We've covered a wide range of essential topics, from the intricacies of female pleasure to practical proven techniques that can take your intimate life to a new level of closeness and satisfaction. Now it's your turn. What's the one thing you're most curious or excited to try with your partner? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. If this video brought you value or sparked new ideas, please drop a comment, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps us inspired and helps more people discover this helpful content. In our everyday experiences, society often paints women as delicate or in need of protection, but that's only part of the story. In reality, women embody a powerful resilience that frequently goes unrecognized. Imagine this. Much like a tiny seed that eventually becomes a towering, unshakable tree, women may appear soft on the outside, but they possess an extraordinary strength within. It's essential that we move past the outdated image of women as fragile petals and begin to truly see them for the formidable forces they are. Their influence, both subtle and strong, shapes the world in more ways than we often acknowledge. Here's something to think about. What if everything you assumed about women's emotional or mental capacity was only scratching the surface? The truth runs deeper than you might expect. Before we dive into these eye-opening insights, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more powerful content like this. And if you're part of the crew, drop a comment saying, "I subscribe" below. I'll personally welcome you to our stoic family. All right, let's get into it. 9 sobering truths about women that many men only come to understand later in life. Truths that might just shift your entire perspective. She craves a winner. In the intricate rhythm of romantic connection, the desire for victory and accomplishment echoes deeply within the heart of a woman. While qualities like integrity and strong moral character create a solid foundation for admiration, there remains a natural draw toward those who rise above life's obstacles with determination and purpose. Picture the timeless story of a hero, not just victorious on the battlefield, but also triumphant in life. Women are often inspired by such individuals, not due to superficial motives, but because this success symbolizes stability, security, and the hopeful promise of a brighter tomorrow. Let's be clear, this attraction to success is not a shallow fixation on material gain or flashy achievements. What truly captivates is the spirit behind the journey. The grit, the consistency, and the relentless pursuit of becoming better. Here's a thought to sit with. Women aren't impressed by perfection. They're moved by progress. To shun the path of growth under the pretense of moral purity is a subtle form of denial. It ignores a fundamental truth that women naturally seek partners who can lead with strength, face adversity head-on, and carve out a future with confidence and stability. In the fabric of love, it's the courageous pursuit of greatness that binds the strongest connections. So let us rise beyond mediocrity and embrace a life of intention and ambition. Let's not merely go through the motions, but commit to excelling, becoming the authors of our destiny and the champions of shared dreams. In a woman's eyes, few things shine brighter than the quiet power of true victory. The craving for security. Even in an era where gender roles are evolving and equality continues to make strides, one truth remains deeply rooted. The need for security is still a central pillar of what many women seek in a relationship. But this security isn't limited to just physical protection. It extends to emotional steadiness, financial reliability, and the quiet confidence that their partner can handle life's pressures with strength and grace. In a world full of shifting circumstances and uncertainty, women naturally gravitate toward men who offer consistency, a sense of grounded presence that brings calm amid the chaos. Here's the part most overlooked. It's not about how much you have, it's about how solid you are. Financial wealth can be helpful, yes, but it's not the core. What matters more is a man's reliability, emotional strength, and willingness to show up fully during life's hardest moments. It's about being the unwavering foundation, the one who doesn't fold under pressure, but stands tall as a source of reassurance and strength. For men, this isn't just about providing. It's about protecting emotionally, showing up consistently, and offering peace of mind through self-discipline and dedication. True security is created not by grand gestures, but through everyday actions that reflect stability, care, and sacrifice. To fulfill this deep longing for security is to offer more than comfort. It is to build a space where trust flourishes and love is safe to grow. In doing so, a man doesn't just meet a woman's emotional needs. He becomes her sanctuary, her calm in the storm, her partner in every sense of the word. The reality of hypergamy. In the complex landscape of modern relationships, hypergamy silently plays a pivotal role. This nuanced aspect of partner selection often involves women gravitating toward individuals who exhibit high levels of success and leadership. Yet, to interpret this solely as materialistic desire is to miss the deeper point entirely. At its core, hypergamy taps into a fundamental element of human nature, a timeless instinct rooted in the search for safety and security. For men, understanding and accepting this truth is not just enlightening, it's essential. It isn't about chasing wealth to meet shallow expectations, but rather about harnessing that awareness as motivation to grow with purpose. Here's the hard truth that most ignore. It's not just about what you have, it's about who you are becoming. Women often seek partners who can offer more than surface-level achievements, those who demonstrate emotional resilience, a clear sense of direction, and dependable character. True success in this context is a blend of ambition and emotional depth, a commitment to building a stable foundation in an ever-changing world. Embracing the concept of hypergamy doesn't mean molding yourself to fit societal molds. Instead, it calls for aligning your personal goals with the deeper emotional and psychological needs that drive meaningful connection. When love and ambition intertwine, men are called not just to provide, but to inspire a sense of lasting security that reaches far beyond material measures. Strength prevails over weakness. In the delicate rhythm of relationships, the concept of strength holds undeniable weight. While women are often praised for their deep sense of empathy, especially toward those who appear vulnerable, this compassion is more layered than it seems. At a biological and psychological level, there exists an innate hesitation toward sustained displays of male fragility. Across time and culture, women have consistently been drawn to men who exude strength, direction, and unwavering resolve, just as moths are instinctively drawn to light. This isn't a superficial preference, but one deeply rooted in an evolutionary need for protection, security, and leadership. Here's the insight many overlook. It's not about never showing emotion. It's about knowing how and when to express it. Mastering the art of emotional regulation is key. Vulnerability has its place, but it must be paired with resilience. Rather than wearing every hardship openly, men benefit from discussing their struggles with close, trusted allies. This helps preserve an image of internal steadiness, which many women find essential in a partner they can lean on. It's not about masking your true feelings. It's about carrying them with maturity and intention. The ability to remain composed under pressure doesn't mean hiding your humanity. It reflects emotional intelligence and leadership. In the eyes of a woman seeking safety, consistency, and reliability, strength isn't about being emotionless. It's about being a steady presence, someone who can weather life's storms without being swept away. Nice guys finish last. The image of the nice guy is deeply woven into modern culture, often portrayed as the gold standard of kindness, patience, and consideration. But beneath this seemingly wholesome demeanor often lies something less sincere, a quiet undercurrent of passive behavior and at times subtle manipulation. Many so-called nice guys present their politeness not out of genuine care, but as a strategy, hoping to receive affection or approval in return. Contrary to the widespread belief that niceness alone wins hearts, the truth is more nuanced. What truly resonates is authentic assertiveness, a calm confidence rooted in self-respect. Women, more often than not, are drawn to those who exhibit real strength of character, not just surface-level charm. Here's the wake-up call. Being agreeable isn't the same as being admirable. While the nice guy may smile and say all the right things, it's the man who stands firm in his values, communicates with clarity, and expresses himself authentically who earns lasting respect. True connection isn't built on people-pleasing or quiet resentment. It's built on honesty, courage, and self-assured presence. In the world of relationships, sincerity always outweighs scripted sweetness. By letting go of the need to be universally liked and instead showing up with genuine confidence, men can foster deeper, more meaningful bonds. It's not about being nice to get something. It's about being real and letting your true character speak louder than performative kindness. Ultimately, authentic assertiveness isn't about dominance. It's about showing up as your whole self, with clarity, compassion, and quiet strength. Communication approaches differ. In the grand symphony of human interaction, the melodies of communication often follow different rhythms, creating either harmony or dissonance depending on how we listen. Men and women, each wired uniquely, express themselves in contrasting ways that can lead either to deeper connection or to moments of misunderstanding. Men often approach communication with a sense of clarity and directness, aiming to solve problems with logical, solution-oriented thinking. In contrast, women tend to engage with emotional depth and intuitive sensitivity, approaching conversations not just to fix, but to feel and connect. These distinctions, far from being flaws, are reflections of two beautifully different emotional languages. Here's the perspective shift that changes everything. Communication isn't a battlefield, it's a bridge. Recognizing these differences is not about choosing which style is superior, but understanding how each contributes to a fuller, richer dialogue. When we stop seeing varying communication styles as obstacles, we begin to see them as complementary, each adding color and depth to the broader picture of emotional intelligence. In relationships, it's not sameness that creates lasting bonds. It's the ability to harmonize our differences. By honoring each other's unique ways of expressing thoughts and feelings, we lay the foundation for empathy, trust, and emotional intimacy. In the ever-evolving dance of love, it is this blend of voices, each distinct yet in sync, that composes a melody capable of echoing through time. Unending testing. In the intricate world of dating and relationships, many men eventually notice a recurring theme. Women seem to put them through a continuous series of tests. While it may appear frustrating on the surface, these tests are not random or manipulative. Instead, they're deeply rooted in evolutionary biology, serving as a mechanism to assess a man's potential as a reliable partner and, historically, as a capable father. It's almost as if nature itself has wired women to observe, question, and challenge, searching for signals of dependability, strength, and long-term promise. These evaluations come in many forms, from subtle questions about one's future plans to more direct challenges that test character, consistency, and emotional stability. Here's a mindset shift that changes everything. These tests aren't meant to break you, they're meant to reveal you. The way a man responds in these moments says far more than any polished words ever could. his actions under pressure, his reactions to emotional discomfort, and his ability to remain composed all offer valuable insights into his true nature. Understanding this dynamic is essential for any man who wants to build a meaningful, lasting relationship. It requires emotional intelligence, patience, and the strength to meet these moments with grace rather than defensiveness. When handled with self-awareness and maturity, these tests can actually become the very moments where trust is built and bonds deepen. Far from being obstacles, they are stepping stones, opportunities to show not only who you are, but who you're becoming. And through them, the groundwork for a strong, enduring connection is quietly and steadily laid. Respect and boundaries. Respect forms the solid foundation upon which every healthy relationship is built. It is the cornerstone of trust, understanding, and mutual appreciation. Allowing disrespect, whether overt or subtle, opens the door to undermining this essential foundation. The importance of defining and maintaining boundaries cannot be overstated, as they play a critical role in protecting the integrity of any relationship. Here's a key takeaway: boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges to mutual respect. By clearly communicating personal limits and acceptable behavior, individuals assert their self-worth and set a standard for the respect they expect in return. When boundaries are neglected or ignored, it's not just a matter of personal dignity being compromised. It invites a dangerous cycle of disregard and manipulation. Without these boundaries in place, it's easy to become vulnerable to exploitation, which ultimately erodes the trust and respect that should define the relationship. Boundaries aren't just about protecting oneself. They are a reflection of empathy, care, and consideration for others. When we acknowledge and respect the boundaries of those we interact with, we nurture a culture of mutual understanding and respect. This approach creates a space where deeper, more meaningful connections can thrive. In the end, boundaries are not just about self-preservation. They are essential for preserving the integrity of relationships, ensuring they are based on trust, respect, and shared values. By upholding boundaries with confidence and consistency, we cultivate environments where all individuals feel seen, heard, and respected. Emotional intelligence holds significance. In the delicate interplay of relationships, emotional intelligence shines as a guiding light, helping to navigate the complexities of human connection and fostering deeper understanding. Women, in their pursuit of genuine connection, are naturally drawn to men who embody this vital, though often elusive quality. Picture a calm pond, its surface reflecting the beauty around it with perfect clarity. Similarly, emotional intelligence allows men to reflect and understand the emotions of their partners with patience, navigating the emotional landscape with empathy and grace. Here's the crucial point: emotional intelligence isn't just a skill, it's a way of living. Developing this trait is a journey of personal growth and awareness. It's not simply about learning how to communicate better. It's about embodying self-awareness, empathy, and compassion as core aspects of who you are. By engaging in self-reflection, men can explore their own emotional depths, uncovering insights that enhance both their self-awareness and their relationships. Empathy exercises help expand their capacity for understanding, making it easier to connect with their partners on a deeper, more meaningful level. And by practicing open communication, they invite vulnerability and authenticity, creating a safe space for both individuals to share and grow. In this dynamic of emotional exploration, both partners emerge enriched, not only strengthening their romantic connection, but also growing as individuals. Cultivating emotional intelligence is not just a tool for building better relationships. It's an essential pathway to self-discovery and fulfillment. Let's embrace this journey of growth. By committing to emotional awareness, we unlock the true essence of connection and love, creating lasting bonds based on understanding and mutual respect. And there it is, my brothers, truths that aren't here to divide, but to empower. This journey isn't just about understanding women, it's about becoming stronger, wiser, and more grounded as men. If this message spoke to you, even just one part, hit that like button and let it be a sign of your commitment to growth. Subscribe to join a brotherhood built on truth, resilience, and self-mastery. Drop a comment saying, "I subscribe." I'll personally welcome you into the tribe. And if you know someone who needs this message, share this video. Be the spark that helps another man wake up. Thank you for being here. Stay strong, stay grounded, and never stop evolving.